Welcome to Maxability. To unfold different layers of knowledge, stay tuned with us till the end of the video.
Hello everyone, welcome to Maxability. In this lesson, we are going to talk about VoiceOver utility. VoiceOver utility is nothing but a simple setting center for VoiceOver feature. If you want to make any changes, how the voice has to be spoken, to change the rate, pitch, or any other mechanisms of VoiceOver, this is the place you need to come in. How do you turn this on? There are different ways. What I would prefer usually is to use the spotlight feature. Command spacebar and type in VoiceOver utilities, and you can fire up this window where you can make the settings. Not many commands to remember now. Let us dive in. Let's see what is VoiceOver utility and how to make some changes. As soon as you open the VoiceOver utility, your focus or the VoiceOver focus will be placed on the categories section of the VoiceOver utility window. This is how it is.
Search text field, blank. Utility categories, table, general, selected.
Utility categories, general is currently selected. Let us see what are other categories in this VoiceOver utility section. The first one is general. I'm pressing down arrow. Verbosity, speech, navigation, web, sound, visuals, commanders, braille, activities, voiceover recognition. So these are different VoiceOver utility categories that are available. This is one way of navigating to each category. Otherwise, what you can also do is, if you go to menu, VoiceOver command plus M.
Menu bar, Apple. VoiceOver file, edit, view, window, help, window, view, menu, general command 1.
General command 1.
Verbosity command 2.
Verbosity command 2.
Speech command 3.
Speech command 3.
Navigation command 4.
Navigation command 4.
Web command 5.
Web command 5.
Sound command 6.
Sound command 6.
Visuals command 7.
Visuals command 7.
Commanders command 8.
Commanders command 8.
Braille command 9.
Braille command 9.
Activities command 0.
Activities command 0.
Recognition command accent.
Recognition command accent.
General command 1.
So these are other ways how you can just navigate to the category that you are looking for. Depends how you want to remember or use these commands, because we usually don't come to the utility center unless you want to make some changes to how the VoiceOver need to be behaved.
Sound command 6.
So let me go back.
Web command 5. Utility categories, table, voiceover recognition, selected.
So let me go to the first category.
Active braille, command, sound, web, navigation, speech, verbosity, general.
So under general, so what I will be doing here now is general. I'll also use VoiceOver commands, press right arrow to go into the general command.
Speak the following greeting after login.
Speak the following greeting after.
Speak the following greeting after login.
After login. So you can customize this.
Welcome Rakesh, I am VoiceOver. Content selected, greeting, edit text.
I have set it as welcome Rakesh, I am VoiceOver. So by default, it will be like, hi, I am VoiceOver or something. I don't recollect exactly, but you can make changes to the default greeting if you want. Customizable.
Display welcome dialog when VoiceOver starts. Untick, tick box.
Do you really want this window to be opened each time you turn on VoiceOver? Usually not. So you can turn this off here. So each time you turn on VoiceOver, this window don't appear.
Control option. Keys to use as the VoiceOver modifier. Pop-up button.
So as we've been talking about the VoiceOver modifier or VoiceOver keys as control plus option, If you don't want Control plus Option, or if you are not comfortable by using Control plus Option, you can change them here. So,
Menu tick. Control Option. Control plus Option.
Control plus Option is currently selected.
Caps Lock. Caps Lock.
You can change it to Caps Lock instead.
Control Option or Caps Lock. Control plus Option or Caps Lock.
Or you can use both Control plus Option or VoiceOver, the Caps Lock. So both of them will act as your VoiceOver commands. But I'm not going to change anything now, just for your information.
Control Option. Keys to use as the VoiceOver mod.
So moving on to the next.
Portable preferences off. Image.
Portable preferences.
Portable preferences off. Setup button.
Setup.
Portable preferences let you take your VoiceOver preference. Allow VoiceOver to be controlled with Apple script. Untick. Tick box.
So some Apple scripts and how VoiceOver can interact.
Help button. Help button.
So that is the general. So now let me go to some other category.
Display. Welcome back. Speak the following greeting after. Utility categories. Table. General. Selected.
So I came back to this by using Control Option or VO command. VO modifier key plus left arrow. And I'm going to a different category.
Verbosity. Speech.
Let me go to speech. So I have kept my focus on speech by using down arrow in the category section, and now I'm using VO keys plus right arrow to go into it.
Voices. Pronunciation. Tab. 2. Voices. Selected. Tab. 1 of 2.
Voices tab is currently selected. There are 2 tabs here. VoiceOver.
Voices. Selected. Tab. 1 of 2.
Voices selected. Tab 1 of 2. There are 2 tabs. Voices is one among them.
Pronunciation. Tab. 2 of 2.
Pronunciation is second. So if you want to select, you can press VO key plus space bar here.
Selected.
Then pronunciation will be selected. So let me go to voices and select it back.
Voices. Tab. 1 of 2.
Voices.
Selected.
Voices is selected now.
Mute speech. Untick. Tick box.
So you can mute the speech if you want here.
Customized language list. Table.
So this is customized language list. So it says a table. So if I use VO command plus right arrow, it will go to the next item. Modifier key plus right arrow.
Add language button.
It went to add language. It didn't go into the table.
Add a language to customize voice settings for.
It didn't go into the table.
Customized language list table.
Customize language list table. It didn't go into that. So if you remember, if you want to dig into this, go dive into this table, you have to use VO command or VO modifier key. That is Control plus Option plus Shift plus down arrow.
In customized language list table. Language. Default.
So there is a default language. Now I can use VO modifier keys plus left, right, up and down arrow keys to move between the cells in this table.
English.
So the default language is English.
Voice. Samantha compact voice pop-up button.
Voice is Samantha.
Choose the voice to use for VoiceOver.
Yeah, choose a voice for VoiceOver. If I want to change this voice, I can change it here.
Rate 50. Rate 49.5% rate stepper.
The rate is currently at 50. And
edit button.
I have an edit button here which I can use to make changes to this language if I need it. Let me go back and see what other languages are set on my VoiceOver.
Rate default. English. Language specific configurations. Hindi.
I also have Hindi set as a language, but not the primary language, of course, but not the default language, but Hindi is also turned on.
Voice. Samantha compact voice pop-up button.
Even for Hindi, I have used Samantha as the voice.
Choose rate 40. Rate 39.4% rate stepper.
Hindi has a little slower voice rate.
Empty cell, column 4, row 4. Rate 40. Rate 39.4% rate stepper.
So the rate is a stepper, whereas the
voice Samantha
voice is a drop down. So I can use
menu tick Samantha compact.
Change here.
Customize ellipsis. Rishi compact.
So there is Rishi compact.
Siri voice 2.
Siri voice 2 and so on and so forth. I can select whichever I want.
Samantha compact voice pop-up button. Pop-up button cell. Rate 40. Rate 39.4% rate stepper. In 40. On 4 0
So this is a
0
text box. I can use Control Option Shift down arrow and change this percentage
0
if I want. I'll say 5
5 4 5 rate 45
and press enter. It or return key. It got
4
changed.
5 content selected 4.4% rate stepper out of 4 5 rate 4 point empty cell column 4 row 4.
So that is how I can navigate within this language selection. So these are the languages which are selected already. So I am going out of this table. VO modifier key plus shift plus up arrow.
Out of customized language list table.
Out of customize language list.
Add language button.
Add language. I can hit here and make any.
Add a language to customize.
Add any language. So if VoiceOver supports. So this is also a place where you can find what are the languages that are supported by VoiceOver.
Remove selected languages button.
You can remove selected languages as well.
Help button.
So this is about the voices under the speech setting.
Mute speech on pronunciation tab 2 of 2.
So let us also see pronunciation tab. Modifier key plus spacebar.
Selected.
Pronunciation is selected.
Pronunciations table.
Pronunciations table. Again the same modifier key plus shift plus down arrow.
In pronunciations table row 1 of 11 text semicolon hyphen right parenthesis substitution wing.
So you can change if, for example, if you are want to see how symbols will pronounce and how want to make changes to some of those pronunciations, you can make it here. But in general, we use the basic whatever that is applied by VoiceOver. We don't change anything in general. But if you want to change how something has to be pronounced, say for example, your name is not pronounced properly, I believe you can change it here the way you want. So VoiceOver will pick that when you use that word instead.
Out of pronunciations table.
So let me go back to the categories section.
Voices utility toolbar. Zoom dimmed button. Toolbar. Utility categories table. Speech selected.
Utility categories and
navigation. Verbosity.
So let me go to verbosities.
Speech selected tab 1 of 5.
Here is another speech tab within the verbosity settings.
Braille tab 2 of 5. Text tab 3 of 5.
Text.
Announcements tab 4 of 5. Hints tab 5 of 5.
There are 5 tabs and currently we are in the speech tab. Let us see what's there in the speech tab.
Medium. Default speech verbosity pop-up button.
Default speech verbosity is medium.
Choose how much detail it.
If you are an advanced VoiceOver user, you can change this
menu space medium
to
low,
advanced, high,
space medium.
Depending on how you want different verbosity settings to be spoken out by VoiceOver, you can make the changes here. So I'm defaulting to medium. I am not an advanced user.
Medium. Default additional speech verbosity options expanded. Disclosure triangle.
So additional speech verbosity options are expanded.
Custom verbosity table.
And here there is a custom verbosity, how you can make changes to various features of the language that you have already selected. Let me go inside this table. VO shift down arrow.
In custom verbosity table button.
So here is a button. So you can make additional verbosity settings to each of the control that you encounter on various applications and web. For example, button. Let us see what is there in button. I'm using right arrow, modifier key plus right arrow.
Verbosity default menu button.
Verbosity is the default for button. So the previous one what we have seen is the verbosity for the overall VoiceOver, but here we are talking about each specific control that is spoken by VoiceOver.
Description, name, status, type.
So when you hear a button, it will speak certain components or different properties of button. What are they?
Description, name, status, type.
Name, status and type. Name, the accessible name, say like it's submit button, cancel button, etc. Type, whether it is a button or whatever it is. And state, if it is a button that is disabled, dimmed or whatever the state of.
Description, name, status, type.
Status and type.
Control button. Column view.
column view,
Combo box.
combo box. For each of these controls, you can see what are the verbosities that are spoken out by VoiceOver, and you can change some of these settings if you need.
Description. Name. Status. Type.
Name, status, type. Most cases. So in web accessibility, if you are a web accessibility consultant or specialist, you usually see this as a name, role, properties, state, value, kind of thing.
Verb control. Disclosure triangle.
Disclosure triangle, kind of an expand collapsible functionality.
Doc item.
Doc item.
Drawer.
Drawer.
Heading.
Heading.
Verbosity default. Menu button.
Verbosity is default.
Description. Status. Type. Name.
Status, type, and name.
Control. Image.
Image.
Verbosity default. Menu button. Description. Name. Status. Type. Verbosity default. Menu. Tick default. Low.
So if I say low, let
Low.
us see
Menu.
what
Control.
happens.
Image. Verbosity low. Description. Name.
So if it is low, it only reads the name. It will not say whether it is image or if it is a graphic or whatever that comes along with it.
Verbosity low. Menu button.
So if I
Menu.
change it to,
Custom ellipsis. Default. Tick low. Medium. High.
I'll make it to high.
High. Menu button. Description. Name. Status. Type.
It will say name, status, type. So there is no difference. Let us see
Control. Heading.
the heading.
Verbosity default. Menu button.
Verbosity is the default.
Menu. Tick default. Low.
If I make it
Low.
low,
Menu button. Description. Name.
it will only say the accessible name. It will not tell about the type and other properties of it.
Verbosity low. Menu button. Menu. Default. Tick low. Medium.
I'll make it
Medium.
and
Control.
let's see
Description.
what button
Name.
has
Status.
to say.
Type. Name. Status. Control. Disclosure triangle. Combo box. Column view. Button.
So
Verbosity
button,
default.
let me
Menu.
make-
Tick default. Low.
I'll make it low.
Low. Description. Name.
Only
Verbosity
low.
low. Menu. Default. Tick low. Medium. High.
If I make it to
High.
high.
Menu button. Description. Name. Status. Type.
So no change. Name, status, type.
Verbosity high. Menu. Default. Low. Medium. Medium. Menu button.
So I'm having it as medium. So you can make different changes depending on what you want to have in these settings.
Out of custom verbosity. Table.
So that's about the VoiceOver utility. You can explore the rest of the settings within VoiceOver utility yourself. And if you like this video, feel free to give a like and subscribe to our video, and share if you have any comments. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Thank you for watching and being with us. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to click on the bell icon. And also, for more updates, subscribe the channel.